DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody in the building. If you are here, you can hear me clearly. Please put a number one in the chat. Please put a number one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly before we get into today's show. Okay, I see a few ones. Okay. So I know I'm being heard. Awesome. Welcome back to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to all the visionaries. We got another great show lined up for you guys. I'm going to need you guys to hit that like button. I'm going to need y'all to hit that like button. Hit that like button and share today's show. Hit that like button and share today's show because we're going to get into it. I'm going to need y'all to hit the like button and share today's show. I'm going to give some shout outs. I'm going to see who's in the building. But before we do so, I'm going to need y'all to hit the like button and share the show. I need y'all to hit the like button and share today's show. Share it on your community tabs, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord. Anywhere that you share content, make sure you share today's show. We are going to get into it today. It's going to get a little dark today. Okay? It's going to get a little dark today. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everyone who's been tuning in to the series. Shout out to everyone. We are on episode 3. If you missed any episodes, go to the playlist section, click the playlist. This is how we got here, and you can catch any episodes that you missed. Shout out to everybody once again. Most definitely, first and foremost, shout out to our sponsor, Alpha Juice Co. Click the link down in the description box if you would like to get some alpha juices. Y'all want to know what DS1 has been doing? DS1 has been on his alpha juice. So if you want to try some, we have plenty of flavors, fellas. Plenty of different mixtures that you would like to go for. You know, if you are on a weight loss journey, detox journey, we have all of those things for your needs. So click the link down in the description box or in the pinned comment section and use my promo code DS1 Ross to get a discount off on your checkout. Shout out to everybody. Let's see who's in the building. Shout out to Terenzo in the building. Salute to you. Shout out to Miss Angie. Shout out to you, Miss Angie, always coming through and holding down the chat. Shout out to you, Miss Angie B. What's up, lovely? Good to see you. Shout out to Lovely Peace in the building. Self University, salute, my brother. Salute to you. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Sutton. Salute, my brother. Salute. Shout out to Miss Raven. Hey, Miss Raven. Good to see you. Good to see you as always on the check-in. Shout out to you. Shout out to my man Dion in the building. What's good, Dion? Shout out to you. Thanks, Miss Angie, for sharing the playlist. What's good, Bob? What's good? Shout out to everybody in the building. What's up, Felicia? Good to see you. Shout out to Felicia Gray in the building. But in case y'all missed any episodes, Miss Angie shared the link to the playlist. Y'all can click that link and catch up on any episodes. Make sure y'all hit the like button and share today's show. What's up, Mashonda? Good to see you. Y'all see today's show. This is episode 3. This is how we got here. Epigenetics and domestic abuse. We're going to talk about this. We are going to talk about this today. Oh, yeah. What's up, M. Mills? Good to see you. Good to see you. And we're going to speak on domestic violence in general. It's not going to be geared toward men or geared toward women. We're going to cover both aspects of this topic. What's up, Lena? Good to see you. And this is a topic we really need to talk about. What's up, Lynn? Epigenetics and domestic abuse, domestic violence. Where does this stuff come from? Why is this stuff so prevalent in the Black community? Why is it prevalent in homes in America in general? Because it's just not, domestic abuse is not a Black issue. It's a household issue. It's an American household problem. But of course, we're going to talk about us. So make sure y'all hit the like button and share today's show. Make sure y'all hit the like button and share today's show. Because what we're going to speak on today, as I said, we're going to cover both sides of the spectrum. We're going to show how men deal with domestic violence as well. Not just the men being domestic abusers, but the men being domestically abused. See, because, it's a real common thing to say, the people who abuse people or abusers was once abused, right? But they only use that talking point when they speak on men who are abusers. But they never speak on the women. See, it's never brought up how women abuse men. You see? See, if we're going to talk about domestic abuse or domestic violence, it's not just you hitting a man or a man hitting you. We're going to get into this today. Shout out to my brother, Juniat Ali. Hope all is well, my brother. We're going to get into it. Because, see, what we must alleviate is the blame game. We need to stop looking for people to blame in situations because we don't know how to properly go about solving a problem. So it's always, well, you did this and you did that, and if you didn't do this and if you didn't do that. No. The issue is not just that somebody offended you. The issue also is how you decided to handle it. You see? It's all how you gonna handle the situation. And we're gonna talk about this because most of us learn our behavior, or our behaviors are developed through what? Through our environment, right? As we've been speaking on the past 2 episodes. It is not nature versus nurture. It is nature through nurture. You see? So yes, everybody deals with trauma. Everybody has been exposed to some level of trauma in general. But based on your environment, it is how you are going to express what you've been through and how you, and just how much you've been through it. You see? So the environment is very important. And the environment is just not the place. It's also the people. It is also the things that's in the environment as well. See, all of this stuff comes into play when we're talking about epigenetics. You see? So when y'all heard me say that little boy who killed his mom over the headset, when y'all heard me say that he could have came from a long line of men who behave this way, who've done things like this, I'm speaking on the boy's genes. What could be in his genes? That anger, that rage being passed down through his genes, but due to the single parent environment, that environment triggered those chemical marks that is in his genes. And this is how you get these kids that grow up and do these things. Or, as y'all saw when I played the video, abuse. That little girl was abused. You see? And we're going to talk about this today. Domestic abuse. See, because domestic abuse doesn't start when somebody gets hit. Domestic abuse starts with disrespect. Sheer disrespect and disregard for another person that you are occupying a space with. You see? And see, I'm going to speak on this in particular because, what's up, Shaw Newsom? Good to see you. I'm speaking on this in particular because a lot of women got to understand that is how you get love from a man. You got to respect your man. You have to respect him. I didn't say kiss his ass. I didn't say kiss his feet. I didn't say wash his nasty ass drawers. I'm not saying that. But you got to know, you got to respect your man. And you got to know how to respect a man. See, a lot of women don't know how to respect men. See, a lot of y'all learned about being with a man from watching TV and watching your dysfunctional ass mama and your dysfunctional ass aunts and your dysfunctional ass grandmama deal with men and watch men kowtow to them. So you thought that these men felt that they were getting respect. See, that is the beginning of domestic abuse. When the respect is not there. And that's on both ends. That's on both ends, men and women. That is actually the building blocks to ending a relationship. What's good, D's? What's up, Aya Thunder? Salute. Bucket, what's good, Bucket? You see? Domestic abuse starts with disrespect. Disrespect and disregard for one another. So once you start treating your man because he's a man, he don't have no feelings, that is the beginning of domestic abuse. When you think you could say some shit to your man because he's a man and you think he just supposed to accept it because he's a man, that shows you have no respect. That is the beginning of domestic abuse. When you treat your man or act as if your man don't feel nothing, or your man feelings don't get hurt. You know, niggas' feelings who get hurt is soft. Or if your feelings get hurt, you soft. See? This is what we hear from women today. Oh, men don't have feelings. Fuck his feelings. But then you wonder why you end up getting punched in your face. See, when you disrespect a man and disregard him, a lot of men become physical. You see? They become physical. Not saying that is right, but you got to understand what a man is and the basic nature of a man. This is why a lot of arguments over sports turn into fights with men. Because somebody's going to feel disrespected. And when a man feels disrespected, you might get the shit knocked out of you. He not going to respond like a woman and just say something. He might knock the shit out of you. Is that right? No. No. But that is the nature of men. Just like it is the nature of a woman to be sassy at her mouth. She uses her mouth as her protection. This is her nature. See, we got to understand this. We got to understand the basics so we can understand how things metastasize. See, if you forget that the basis of dealing with a man is respect, and for some strange reason, you always find a way to disrespect your man, that's why he always find a way to slap the shit out of you. You ever thought about that? And the reason why you think you can talk to men like that is because you watch your mama do it. You watch your aunties do it. That's why. You watch them hood rats in your hood do it. And that's why you watch them women get their ass beat. You see? This is how this works. Because you don't understand when you cross the line with a man. The first line is disrespect and disregard for what the fuck he's saying. See, if you one of them, oh, whatever, nigga. That's why you sport black eyes. That's why he gave you black eyes like that. Because you don't respect him. So he not going to respect your jaw. See, and I'm not making no jokes. These are facts. See, we not playing victim today. Don't come in my chat room with that victim shit. Because we know how black men and black women are, and we know how they deal with each other. We don't have no fucking respect for one another. We disregard each other. And this is the beginning of domestic abuse. You wonder why he can't stop calling you a bitch? Because you don't respect what come out his mouth. And only bitches disrespect men. You see? That's why he always calling you a bitch. Because you don't have no respect for what he says. And that is the basis of dealing with a man. You could keep the Snow White stories and all of that love shit. Men know what love is when you respect what the fuck I say and who I am. That's how I know you love me. But every time you go against that, every time you find a reason to go against it, I know who you are. You're not my woman. You're a bitch. That's what you are. You somebody else, bitch. You see that? So when you don't respect a man, that is the beginning of you domestically abusing him. You don't even know that. How many of y'all women knew that? How many of y'all women knew that? Shout out to Lena for becoming a member. I appreciate you. How many of y'all women knew that? Huh? I bet you never even thought that was domestic abuse. Disrespecting and disregarding your man. Yeah, nigga, whatever. I heard you, whatever. Yeah. That's domestic abuse. Did you know that? Because men don't, all that love shit for a man, that's all predicated on if you respect him. You see? A man not going to let you get to know him on a deeper level if you don't respect him. See that? This is when a man begins to not want to provide for you anymore. Or why he never want to procreate with you. Because you don't got no respect. This is why the whole relationship and the whole interaction is disrespectful and toxic. Because you don't respect him as a man and he don't respect your body and your feelings as a woman. Yeah, we're going to get into it today. Y'all hit the like button and share the show. We're going to get into it today. See, he don't respect your body and your feelings. That is the beginning of domestic abuse. He don't respect how you feel, and he don't respect your body. See, because that's what women are into. That's what they bank on, how they feel and how they look, their body. See that? So off the rip, we playing catch up. Off the rip, we playing catch up. That's what we doing. Did you know that? See, if you got that attitude of can't no nigga check me, see, I know you used to domestic abuse. And you are a domestic abuser. We're going to go there today. Who going to check me, Papu? Poo-poo? Yeah, that dumb shit. You are a domestic abuser. I know you put your hands on men. I know you throw shit at men. I know you call men out their name. You are an abuser. You're a batterer. Who gonna check me, Papu? You think that shit is cute with your abusive, demonic ass. You're evil. Just like that nigga who can't keep his hands to himself. You know when you start flying off at your mouth, and he just can't keep his hands to himself because he's a little pussy. Because he can't get his emotions in order. So everything you say to him, he take offense to it. So he got to put his hands on you. Yeah. We're going to talk about this today. Yeah, that little nigga that you met on the corner that you fell in love with. He keep beating your ass every day. Y'all just beat on each other. Let's talk about it. Y'all beat on each other. We ain't gonna sit here. Ain't no more victim shit. Let's stop the victimhood. Y'all women be in the house cursing niggas out, and then he ain't supposed to put his hands on you. You call them all types of faggots, all types of snitches, all types of mama boys, piece of shit ass niggas. This how you talk to men. And then you don't want him to put his hands in your mouth. Then it's a problem when he slapped the shit out you. But y'all abusing each other. You never thought about that, did you? You don't think your words hurt. Oh, because we men. Oh, because we men. So I'm just supposed to let you say whatever the fuck you want to say. You could say the most vile shit to me, right? And nothing's supposed to happen to you? What world you live in? What world you live in? Huh? Huh? This is the problem. We don't want to have this conversation, though. We don't want to talk. We don't want to talk about this. How disrespectful you are. How you disregard your man, but then say you want a leader. Then, this is how toxic you get. You turn around and say, I need me a man to put me in my place. Oh, really? So you need a man to grab you up in your collar and to drag your ass along to do something? Oh, no, you don't need him to do that. You need him to curse you out so you could do it. Because you need a man that could check you. So how he supposed to check you? He's supposed to curse you out or punch you in your shit. Which one? How he supposed to check you? Oh, he's supposed to cut a check. That's how he's supposed to check you? Oh, no. He's supposed to fuck you and then leave you there to cry. Oh, that's how he's supposed to check you? How you want to be checked? Pick a box. You want me to fuck you and abandon you? You want me to beat you up? You want me to curse you out? How you want me to check you? With your disrespectful ass. That is another sign of a disrespectful batterer. When a woman tell you she need a man to check her. That's a woman who used to abusing niggas. And she telling you that you got to be even more abusive to her to check her. You got to be more abusive. You got to be more aggressive. If she done stabbed niggas, you got to pull out a gun because you got to check her. All this shit y'all running around on the internet talking. That's how I know your household is toxic. This is why you women are by yourselves and lonely. And you niggas are too. You niggas are too. You niggas done got so sick, y'all laying up with niggas now. Y'all done beat all the women up in your life. Now y'all want to go beat up other men and go lay up with men. Yeah, we're going to talk about this today. Talk about this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I have articles and videos too. We're going to get into it today. We're going to get into it today. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. See, because you know why a lot of guys are aggressive in the household? You know why? Because they watch men in their family have to force leadership. See, leadership is not forced. If you got to force your leadership, now you're a tyrant. And a lot of black men have assumed the position of being a tyrant to have some form of control. We're going to talk about this today. Hit the like button. We're going to talk about this. Because niggas don't talk about shit like this. Niggas scared. Niggas want to keep talking about butts and shit. And who getting their body done. You see? This is why men turn into tyrants in the house. Because they've watched generations of men have to combat with their women to run their household. See? Epigenetics. So now you get with a woman and she starts showing you some of those same traits. Those chemical marks activate and you become a tyrant in your house. Now you run your goddamn house like a military camp. This is how this goes. This is because of trauma. This is because this man watched good men get trampled. So a defense mechanism to feel secure about doing what he's doing, he becomes tyrannical. See, a man who's a tyrant in his house, at the end of the day, the bills and shit be paid, but everyone's unhappy. You see? You see? He's a provider, but he's not a problem solver. He's a tyrant. But how are these men created? It starts when they little boys. And what they watch the men in their family go through, and what they watch their dad go through, and what they watch their grandfather went through with women. This is why environment is key. You got to be careful what you expose your children to. And all bad things ain't bad, because your children need both aspects of things. Okay? Your children is growing up in a world where shit is much more bad than good. So they need to understand both aspects, but they also need to understand and see both sides actively work through shit. You see? Because this is how you stop domestic abuse. The way you stop domestic abuse, which is a generational curse, how you stop this is you have to allow the children to see y'all argue and then work it out. See, a lot of us never saw our parents try to fix shit. This is why we don't try. We never saw that. We never saw our mothers and our fathers sit down and have the conversation after the argument. We never saw that. We never had our parents come to us and say, listen, y'all, mommy and daddy are not perfect, but we love y'all, and we always gonna love each other because we love y'all. See, we don't see that. Because what that tells a child is that, okay, things are going to happen in this environment, but the people that are here, they still love me. This is not happening because of me. They're not arguing because of me. See, but when you leave it broken, when you leave it where it's at, then that's when the child begins to be affected. Now daddy not there no more. Then he wondering why. And then he blaming himself because he misses dad. He not going to blame mom. He going to blame himself. Well, why my dad don't want to see me no more? Why my dad leave me? You see? So all we doing is teaching the next generation to handle shit the same goddamn way. Don't try to fix the problem. Leave it and run. This is epigenetics and domestic abuse. This is why these young girls, this is why a lot of them don't respect men, because they never saw men sit down with a woman and talk to her. These are facts. How many of y'all grew up in the hood and saw a dude sit down and talk to his girl? Like, and have a sensible conversation? Huh? We never saw this. These young girls haven't witnessed that. A lot of these grown women have been in relationships with men where they couldn't even express themselves. They couldn't even express themselves. They're too afraid to open up and to be who they are. That is due to domestic abuse. That's what that's due to. And guess where it started at? It started at disrespect and disregard. Somebody told that little girl, nobody gives a fuck what you think. Just like somebody told that little boy, shut up and stay in a child's place, when he wanted to voice his opinion about what he saw going on in his environment. A lot of these little girls who are now grown women only saw men hurt women in their environment. They never saw a man come to the aid of a woman. They never saw men hug a woman and love her. Hug her, love her, protect her from people. A lot of women haven't experienced this. This is why it's so easy for them to attract Dusty Darrell, the nigga with the dirty socks that's going to beat you up. Because you come from an environment where you watch women get abused, where you watch women accept low-level men. You see? Where you watched men pimp women and beat women. See, a lot of these grown women, they still deal with that today. They had to watch that. They had to watch that. That's why she having trouble with trusting what come out your mouth, nigga. You want to know why? That's why. And yeah, it ain't your fault. It ain't. But it's your problem. Just like it ain't her fault that you grew up seeing the shit that you saw from women. That ain't her fault, but it's her problem. You know why? Because y'all deciding to be together. So y'all are going to have to relate. That is what a relationship is. You have to relate. And in relating, there is no competition. In relating, there is no I have more than you, so what you saying doesn't matter. See, that's not relating. That's a toxic relationship. You see? That's control and abuse. because I'm financially better than I'm the better person. You see that? That's domestic abuse. Oh, well, I don't have to listen to no man who make less money than me. Listen to how stupid that shit sounds. Listen to how stupid that sounds. So you're not going to listen to your lawyer. And don't you pay your lawyer the money that he make? But you ain't going to listen to your lawyer. You know, you make more money than your lawyer. But you ain't going to listen to him, right? You dummy. It's the same shit. You're going to listen to the lawyer. Why? Because he knows more. But y'all will run around here, oh, you ain't got to listen to no man who make less than you. Shut your dumb ass up. You're dumb. And women who talk like that are abusive. You got to understand this, fellas. You got to start being able to point out abusive women. And the way you point them out is this: you got to listen to what come out their mouth. Because a woman will tell you how abusive she is by how she talks to you, how she demeans you. See, all of that shit is domestic abuse. All of it. All of it. What's up, Quita? What's going on? Let's get into it. Let's get into this article real quick. I'm going to share my screen. Can y'all see that? Shout out to everybody in the chat, too. Y'all hit the like button and share the show. Hit the like button and share the show. This is from the National Library of Medicine. Domestic violence against men. According to the World Health Organization, not to Sheep Stay Sleep TV, not to DS1. What's good, Daryl? Salute. But to the World Health Organization. Not according to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. According to the World Health Organization. Not DS1, fat ass. The World Health Organization. Okay? That's who's saying this, not me. According to the World Health Organization, intimate partner violence is among the major risks to women's health around the world. Men, too, can be victims of domestic violence. Oh, no, men are not victims. Oh, no. No. Okay. Well, take that up with the World Health Organization. All right. Men, too, can be victims of domestic violence. Like female victims, they tend to present initially with their injuries to a family physician or an emergency room. Domestic violence against men is thus a relevant issue for physicians of all specialties. See? So, fellas, don't think that no one cares that we're being abused. Okay? You can go and speak to someone about this. This stuff is not just predicated for women and only women could get help. You know, all of that dumb shit that y'all like to say on the internet. Oh, well, that's just for women. And the women could get it. And that's for women. And they made that for the women's. And the women's. And that's not for, it's only for the women. No, nigga. It's for us. 2, we just don't use it. We just don't use it. The studies identified by the search yielded prevalence rates of 3.4% to 20.3% for domestic physical violence against men. Most of the affected men had been violent toward their partners themselves. You see? So this ain't about playing the blame game. See, because remember, violence is just not physical. Domestic abuse is not just physical. So notice what they just said. The men who are affected abuse their partners as well. See, this is a problem. This is a problem that both men and women need to fix. It's a problem. See? Let's continue. Let's continue. Most of the men affected had been violent toward their partners themselves. 10.6 to 40% of them reported having been abused or maltreated as children. Epigenetics. 10 to 40% of them. Alcohol abuse, jealousy. Jealousy, that's due to your environment. Alcohol abuse, jealousy, mental illness, physical impairment, and short relationship durations are all associated with a higher risk of being a victim of domestic violence. Let's read that again. Alcohol abuse, jealousy, mental illness, physical impairment, and short relationship duration are all associated with a higher risk of being a victim of domestic violence. Oh, these men don't want to get married. Oh, these men can't stay in relationships. You wonder why? You wonder why a lot of them can't? They said upwards to 40%. So damn near half. It's because they're dealing with things like mental illness. They're dealing with child maltreatment from women. They deal with beating, getting beatings, getting beat on. This is why they can't keep relationships, because of the domestic violence that they've dealt with or that they have encountered. The reported consequences of violence include mostly minor physical injuries, impaired physical health, mental health problems such as anxiety or a disruptive disorder, and increased consumption of alcohol and illegal drugs. You wonder why all these young boys popping pills? You wonder why all these young girls can't stop drinking and popping mollies and all of that? You see? See, it's time to lift the veil. That's what we're going to do on this series. It's time to lift the goddamn veil. It's time to lift the veil. It's time to stop playing games. Because see, whether y'all know it or not, man, these children, they don't care about life. These young children today, they don't care about life because nobody cared about them being alive. No one cares about them being alive. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit the like button and share the show, man. Hit the like button and share today's show. Conclusion: the prevalence of violence against men and the risk factors for it have been little studied to date. You see? So basically, when it comes to this domestic violence stuff, there's not a lot being spoken on about how men are, or how there are a lot of male victims. There's a lot of male victims, just like there's a lot of female victims. You see? The prevalence of violence against men and the risk factors for it have been little studied to date. It would be desirable for preventative measures to be further developed and for special help to be made available to the affected men. We are our own agency. You see why I say that? Because they don't have this for affected men. Men are being affected by domestic abuse. Now, let's Google something real quick. Examples of domestic violence. Examples. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody. Sir Leo Puma, I appreciate it. Appreciate the super chat. Shout out to you, my brother. Vanden Van, salute, bro. Good to see you. Now, examples. Stop sharing my screen. Examples of DV. This may include, but not limited to, hitting, kicking, biting, slapping, shaking, pushing, pulling, punching, choking, beating, scratching, pinching, pulling hair, stabbing, shooting, drowning, burning, hitting with an object, threatening with a weapon, or threatening to physically assault. These are examples of domestic violence. Now, y'all trying to tell me that both male and female don't do this? You didn't grow up seeing your mama do this? And push off your father and push him and scratch him? You ain't never see that? Huh? Oh, your mama was just an angel. Your mama didn't do nothing to get cursed out by your father, right? Your father was just a tyrant. See, because you didn't know all that little shit she was doing that your daddy just, waved off. That was abuse. Kicking, slapping. That's abuse. You didn't know that, did you, Papa? Because grandpa, he just looked at grandma like, oh, get out of here. That's abuse. That's abuse. Did you know that? Huh? See, what they like to do is they like to play us against each other. And the way that they do that is by telling women and men that abuse is okay. This is what they do to keep us against each other. Oh, he'll get over it. Oh, men don't have feelings. Men don't have feelings. Oh, she doesn't care. She like getting beat up. Why you think she always with those kind of men? We just write it off as this. No, this is a problem. It's not normal. We've just normalized it. But it's not normal and it's not right. It's not normal and it's not fucking right. Because our children watch this shit and then they replicate it. You see? Your children don't know how to what? Problem solve. Because what? He watched his dad always fly off the handle. He never watched his dad solve a problem. He never watched his dad sit down and do constructive things with his mom. See, a lot of you men have only saw one side of your dad or one side of men in your family. You only saw the tyrant side. You only saw the abuse. You never saw a man actually caring. This is why that's not in you, to care and to show affection to women and children. See, a man has to teach another man this because you have to see a man loving someone else. You got to know how it feels for a man to love you. And we got to understand as fathers that we teaching our sons this. We teaching our sons this. They watching how you deal with mommy. They are. Are you going to always do everything right? No. No. But he should see more right than he see wrong. He should see dad correcting his mistakes. You see? So he can understand what a man is and what a man does. No, a man isn't perfect, just like your mama not perfect. But see, you got to learn that from your mama. You see? This is why we got to talk about this. Because see, we got women out here who thinks that the only way a man can love them is if he hurt her. Why you think black women love Mary J. Blige? Why you think black women love I'm going down? Why you think they love Mary? Why you think they love Keisha Cole? Why you think they love these women? Because what are they singing about? Pain. Domestic abuse. That's what they singing about. And them women could relate to it because not only that's what they went through in their own relationships, but that's what they saw their mamas and grandmamas go through. And they go get with them same kind of men, hoping he don't put his hands on her. Just hoping. Better hope he don't hit you. Hoping. Because you really don't want to accept where you get that shit from. See? You don't want to accept where you get it from. That's why when you look back in your family, you see the patterns, you see the traits. This is why you can see it. It's evident. Come on. Because see, let me go ahead and say this. To the men who keep attracting women who are used to being abused, that is because you were abused. That's why. That's why. That is why. Because you were abused. You see? So it looks real familiar when y'all together. You know, y'all know what that is. You see? And see, a lot of you brothers, y'all don't realize this shit. You like disrespectful, mouthy ass women. You know why? Because when you were young, those are the type of women that your uncles had, who had fat asses and big titties. And every time she brought her big titty, ratchet ass around you, you got horny. You liked it. You didn't pay attention to your uncle arguing with her all the time and she calling the cops and them fight. You ain't care about none of that. You was focused on them titties. And all you kept telling yourself was, yo, when I get older, I'm going to get me one of her. I'm going to get me one of them. I'm going to get me one of them. Right, fellas? Sound off in the chat room. Sound off in the chat room. I'm going to get me one of them. You're not paying attention to the behavior. Not paying attention to that. And you know why you're not paying attention to that? Because you're very familiar with that. Because that's how your mama act. That's how your aunties act. That's why your uncle is with her. Because she act like his sister. She act like his mama. See? That's why you're with her. Sound off in the chat room. Oh, yeah, I know, fellas. Shout out to y'all for keeping it 100. Andre Harris in the building. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, titties be gang banging. Come on. You like, oh, nah, I want one of those. Same thing with these women. Same thing with y'all women. You can't get enough of the big dick street nigga. You can't. Why? Because that's how your aunt got her life paid for. Yeah, we know. we know. We know your aunt was from the bamboo earring days. Yeah. She used to jump on them niggas' motorcycles. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. But you didn't know that your aunt, why she always wore those pair of Chanel shades. Yeah, those famous Chanel shades that match her bag. You wonder why she always wore them? Because she was sporting a fresh shiner from that street nigga. You know, that kingpin nigga. You know, that Rich Porter type nigga. Big Meech type niggas. Yeah, we're going to talk about this shit today. We're going to talk about this today. That's why you love those niggas. You can't deal with an intellectual man. He ain't got enough money for you, right? He ain't exciting enough for you because you ready to live on edge. You're ready to die every day because that's what you watch your aunts do. You watch your aunts run in shootouts and run and duck under cars and gotta run from state to state because of her nigga. Mm-hmm. That's your baby father now. That's the nigga you let bust all up in you. Mm-hmm. Where it come from is epigenetics. And then you grow up in the hood and all your homegirls fucking big dick street niggas. Huh? What? No, we not. Yes, you are. And no matter how old you women get, you're going to always have an affinity for a big dick drug dealer. Always. That's why even y'all older women, when y'all get y'all one of these old dress sock niggas, you dress them up and make them look like a street nigga. I watch y'all do it. You gonna put the nigga in a tech suit. What he got on a tech suit for? He ain't got no pack on him. Why your man gotta wear a tech suit? He's 63. Why the fuck he wearing a Nike tech suit? Cause you want to step out with that drug dealer looking nigga, right? We gonna talk about this. Just like you niggas, your affinity for hoes never goes. Right, fellas? Right? Because we grew up in the era of the fly thoughts. We grew up in that era with the fly hoes. Man, I need me a fly hoe. Where you think this come from? Your environment and your genes, what you come from. You see? Why you think a lot of these women, when they can't pay their bills, what they look for? I need me a friend. I need me a friend. Yeah, we know what that means. A street nigga. Papa Flocka, salute my brother. You already know, nigga. You already know. You already know, bro. You see? You see? You see? Because when we're talking about epigenetics, this is where the imprinting comes in. Shout out to Uncle Rom. When Uncle Rom brought up the imprint, it's called genetic imprinting. That's what it's called. Mm-hmm. So if she had a bunch of uncles who were street niggas and they took care of her and spoiled her, she gonna go get her a drug dealer. Because she needs that reassurance that she had when she was a little girl. She still need those fur coats and those bracelets and rings. She still needs that. So she gonna go and get her a nigga to match that. You see that? See? But Auntie never told you what came with those Chanel bags. Grandma never told you what came with her never having to pay bills. They never told you none of this. They never told you this. They didn't. They didn't tell you what is the result of living a life of hoeing. They ain't tell you that. They ain't tell you that. Because now they're vicariously living through you. And you being a hoe. That's why they let y'all be hoes. That's why they let y'all dance and shake y'all little asses at the party when y'all little ass girls. Oh, look at her. She cute. Look at her. That's a little fucking girl. What are y'all doing? Oh, we know what this is. This how grandma gonna stay alive. She gonna live through all the women hoeing. In the name of Grandma Eunice. Yeah. Life of misery. Life of misery. Epigenetics. Now let's get to us. Where we live our life of misery at? In prison, in jail, doing all that street nigga shit that you watched your uncles and your grandfathers do. Your grandfather did a bid. His son did a bid. Your cousins did a bid. You did a bid. You went to jail. You sold drugs. Where y'all think this shit come from? Where y'all think it come from? Where you think it come from? And see, we gonna delve more into that tomorrow. We're gonna delve more into that part of it tomorrow. But see, now I'm getting ready to show y'all a couple of more videos about this domestic abuse. And I'm going to show y'all a famous couple that everyone loves on social media. Everyone loves. Y'all know them? Do y'all know who that is? Sound off in the chat room if y'all know who that is. Know who that is? Sir Leo Puma says no. That's Blueface and Krishan Rock. Blueface and Krishan Rock. The most toxic relationship that's being played out on social media. Perfect example of epigenetics and domestic violence. Now, just watch how they interact with each other. Just watch, just pay attention. Now, before we play this, let's read the examples of domestic violence again. Hitting, kicking, biting, slapping, shaking, pushing, punching, pulling, burning. These are all examples of domestic violence. Now, let's listen.
Bro, I can't tell you. I hope. It's some real crip shit going on right now. Hold on. It's some real crip shit going on right now. Hold on. What? Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna lead you when you get to the car. Right. Go ahead. So boom, I check my little Palm Pilot. Boop. You feel me? What do I see? You feel me? While I'm checking my Palm Pilot, you feel me? We land opposite directions. So my phone on her head and her phone on my head. That's how you know we ain't shit. We laying in the bed together texting. Not texting, but we looking at our phones like
Y'all see that? Now I know some of y'all are probably watching from the clouds like, what's wrong with that? She playing. Shut your abusing ass up. That ain't playing. Number one, this girl is extremely intoxicated. Y'all don't hear how drunk she is? It's number one. Alcohol abuse is a result of what? Domestic violence. She drunk as shit. Slurring. Can't even talk. Drunk. Slapping him. Hitting him. Abuse. Y'all think it's cute and funny. Oh, they playing. Oh, DS1, they just playing. Really? That's how you play with grown men? You slap them in the face, right? Mm-hmm. Watch this. Since everything is a joke, we playing. We're going to start this over. Look how it starts out. Look how it starts out. Look how toxic it is. Mental illness. She all up on them. This is how it starts. Mental illness. You see this?
Wake up out my sleep. You feel me? Check my little Palm Pilot. Bro, I can't tell you. It's some real crip shit going on right now. Hold on. It's some real crip shit going on right now. Hold on. What? Okay. Damn. I'm gonna leave you when you get to the car. Right. So boom, I check my little Palm Pilot. You feel me? What do I see? You feel me? While I'm checking my Palm Pilot, you feel me? We land opposite directions. So my phone on her head and her phone on my head. That's how you know we ain't shit. We laying in the bed together texting. Not texting, but we looking at our phones like
Now, notice what Blueface just said. He said, that's how you know we ain't shit. See, that's something he grew up hearing, because I grew up hearing that from toxic couples. Yeah, we love each other because we ain't shit. Epigenetics, put in the right environment, those marks trigger, boof. See that? He used to dealing with this. That's how you know we both ain't shit. Look. We got to stop thinking shit like this is cute. It's not cute. We got to stop thinking this is cute and it's a game. Shannon B, salute.
Hey. All right. What? I ain't saying nothing bad, so chill. So boom, we looking like that. Chill. So I'm looking at my phone. She got her phone on the goddamn camera phone. She not even looking at her phone. She got her phone with the fucking camera, looking at what I'm looking at on my phone. Like, just like, so you not even on your phone for real. Like playing. The story. Right. Okay. So I guess end of the story. You guess what? Don't say I guess shit. Say what it is. She probably seen something. No, she thought she seen. That she seen. Bro. All right. I mean, this ain't bad. Bro, you being a clown. All right, tell your side of the story. Fuck your side of the story. Tell your side. Fuck my side of the story. All right, fuck the story. Do you want to be with me or not? That's still we together. We rocking. Are you listening? Yeah, we rocking. I don't like sharing. Like, what do you mean? Right. You can. Okay. Hello. Okay. You're getting deep into details now. Take it short. You sure? Yeah.
How does he calm her down? He offers her alcohol. How does he calm her down? He does what he does to calm down. Drink liquor. See this? Take a shot. Calm down. Take a drink. Calm down. See what we learn when we watch our family, watch our parents? See what we learn? See what we pick up? You see that? This is how he's going to get her to calm down. He's going to give her alcohol. And she's already drunk. He's going to give her more. He's going to give her more. Right. Pay attention.
Stop looking at him.
I'm looking
Come
at
here.
I see you there. Come on.
You don't see me.
Come on.
What's up? Okay, I'll just know. I'll be nice. For now.
Come on, you want to eat mine?
What are you saying? Like that in the line.
Trying to eat my shit?
Trying to in the line. What are you doing now, Daddy? Oh, why you say that? What's so weird about
Yeah, in my shit.
Now, as y'all can see, this is a perfect example of what we're speaking about on today's show. Now I'm going to play one more video and then we're going to wrap up today's show. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit the like button and share the show. It's very much appreciated. Hit the like button and share today's show, man. I'm going to play one more video and then we're going to wrap up today's show. But I had to show y'all this because it's a lot more serious than y'all think. Check this out.
Keep fucking with me. Stop talking to me, bitch. To all my young men who follow me, understand this. When you get with women like this, stop fucking with me, bitch. Keep fucking with me. Stop talking to me, bitch. To all my young men who follow me, understand this. When you get with women like this, guess what you're doing? This is your future wife. This is what's raising your kids. This is how you want your kids to be around a mother? Think of that. Think of what kind of dynamic you would raise them into. Now let that sink in. I love y'all. I care about you guys. The suicide rate is 80%. And I actually care about men's mental health. You guys should too. When a woman's disrespecting you, calling out your name, getting in your face, being rude, leave. Deja ella en paz. There's nothing she could do for you. You can't fix her. She needs help that you cannot give her. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you sit there and you love somebody who doesn't love you back. I'm sorry to tell you that you are more deserving of love and you do not deserve this. But I am proud of you for posting this and you are not shamed here. And I understand exactly what you're going through because I myself have been in a domestic violence situation. And this breaks my heart, dude. Any man dealing with abuse or anything like that, book a session with me. Stop fucking with me, bitch. Keep fucking with me. Stop talking to me, bitch. To all my young men who follow me, understand this.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Did y'all hear that woman? Fellas, it's not worth it. And whether we want to admit it or not, this is why a lot of men are committing suicide. Because men are feeling worthless. And it is because we are dealing with these toxic people, man. We keep surrounding ourselves around toxic people. I got one more video. Got to show y'all this.
You almost look too good. I don't want all those girls staring at you all night when I'm not there to fight them off. Save it for me.
Yeah, that'd be true if we didn't both say it at the same time.
Don't be stupid. I knew it wasn't chicken. Okay, get me a drink. How many drinks do you need?
You know, I thought I'd buy some for the boys as well.
No, that's not fair. I don't give you cash so you can spend it on other people. Who the is this?
Is that my phone?
Who the is this?
No one. She's just an old friend from school.
Tell me the truth.
I am.
Don't speak to her again.
Let me in! Open the door! Let's talk about this! Let me in!
It's real out here. Oh, it's real out here. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Shout out to everyone. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share today's show. Y'all hit the like button and share today's show. I appreciate everyone for coming through. Shout out to Carbon Copy. What's good, Carbon Copy? Good to see you. That's right, Miss Raven. It is not worth it. Just leave. It's not worth it, man. It's not. It isn't. It isn't, man. Thank you, lovely piece. I appreciate it. Shout out to you. That's a toxic relationship. That's right, M. Mills. Shout out to everyone for pulling up. I appreciate everyone. Shout out to you, Lena. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Shout out to you for pulling up. It's been a minute. Good to see you in the Chizat. Andre Harris in the building, my brother, Mr. Sutton. Everybody in the clouds. I appreciate everyone for tuning into today's show. Thank you, Ms. Shaw Newsom. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Shout out to everyone. If you enjoyed today's show and you would like to financially support the show, Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV is where y'all can go to financially support the show. Shout out to everyone if you hit the super chat. Shout out to you if you hit the Cash App. Shout out to you. Shout out to my man Dion. Shout out to Asar in the building. Salute. Salute to everyone for tuning into today's show. If you missed any episodes, make sure you go to the playlist section, click the playlist section of my channel, and click the playlist. This is how we got here. And you will find all the episodes right there. So shout out to everybody once again. I appreciate everyone for tuning into today's show. What's going on, Letitia? Welcome. You might have to catch the replay. But shout out to y'all once again. I appreciate everyone. We can't forget, shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to our sponsor, Alpha Juice Co. in the building. Shout out to y'all ladies. Y'all know how us fellas like it. So grab y'all juices at alphajuiceco.com. Y'all can click the link down in the description box, or y'all can click the link in the pinned comment section and use my promo code DS1Ross to get a discount off on your purchase. We will be back tomorrow. With episode 4. Shout out to y'all once again. What's good, Bucket? I appreciate it. I appreciate the support, man. Shout out to everyone. Welcome to all the new members. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Make sure y'all notifications is on and y'all let everybody know when I'm live. I appreciate everyone once again. Shout out to all the visionaries. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, and I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.